Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tyron'e Southern cooking back at you today with another video. All right, what we're going to be doing here today, we're going to be trying to cook us some Krispy Kreme donuts. That's what we're going to be doing today. So we got a half a cup of sugar. We got a cup of whole milk. We got 2 eggs. We got a half a stick of butter. We got 4 cups of all-purpose flour. We got our salt. And we got our vanilla extract and our pack of yeast. So what we're going to do now, we're going to put our milk and we're going to heat our milk up, put it in the microwave for 30 seconds. Get it heated up, then we're going to add our yeast in it. We're going to put a half a tablespoon of sugar in there first to help activate the yeast. So we're going to go ahead and put a tablespoon of sugar in the milk. And we're going to go ahead and put some salt in it as well. Go ahead and add our salt. And what we're going to do, we're going to stir this up. Put it in the microwave for 30 seconds. All right, we done heated our milk up. Now we're going to go ahead and add our yeast into our milk. Get that in there. We're going to go ahead and we're going to stir this in up. And we're going to sit this to the side for about 15 minutes. We're going to put a cover over it and we'll be back. All right, you can see our milk with our yeast. It have foamed up. And this is what I mean when it foam up. You can pick the foam right here. That's when you know your yeast is activated. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pour this in our pot here. Get that on in there. And we are going to also go ahead and add our butter. We're going to also go ahead and add our eggs. And we're going to also go ahead and add our vanilla extract. And we're going to also go ahead and add our sugar. The rest of our sugar. We're going to go ahead and we're going to stir that up. Now what we're going to do, we're going to start adding our flour. Go ahead and start adding our flour. As it mixes, we got our spatula, and we're going to be scraping the sides. As it mixes, push it in the middle for the dough hook to catch it. All right. We got our dough here. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this out. We're going to take it back to the other side. All right, we're going to sprinkle a little flour down here on our countertop. Just a little bit. We're going to take our dough. Get our dough. What we're going to do with this right here, we're going to put it off in our pan. Just like that there. We're going to put a cover over it. And what we did, we turned our oven on, the preheat up to, we didn't let it get all the way up to 350. But we wanted it to be warm. So when we stick this in, for it to rise, I went out to leave it in there for about 45 minutes. So stay tuned. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead and sift up some powdered sugar. Go ahead and make our glaze until while we're waiting on our yeast. I dough the rise. So I'm gonna add about, I'm just eyeballing this in, y'all. Just eyeballing this in. So I say this probably might be a cup of powdered sugar. So we just go ahead and get this, make this and get this on out the way. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna add a little milk in here. And we're gonna whip it up until we get it to the consistency without, if I don't waste it all, that we're looking for. So let me beat this up. Well, I got it to where I want it. I might have to make more, depends on how many donuts I get, but that's no problem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna sprinkle a little flour on our counter. Like that there. We're gonna get our dough. Like that there. Gonna work it a little bit. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna put a little flour on our rolling pin. So it won't stick or nothing. And we're gonna roll this out a little bit. We ain't gonna roll it too thin. We're gonna want about 1/4 of an inch thickness. Dough. We want about 1/4 of an inch thickness. Think we got it. So we ain't got no donut cutter, so we have to improvise. You know how it is. We have to make do with what we got. All right, so what we're gonna do now? Make sure it's all on the same. Look like this side here is a little thicker. Pull it out just a little bit more. Leave it like that there. All right, so what we got here? We got us a wine glass. So we're gonna see how many donuts we can get out of this right here. Then we're gonna come back. We're gonna put a hole in it, like so. Like that. And that's how we gonna make our donuts, y'all. So you have to improvise. That's how we doing it. That's how we doing it. And we're gonna re-roll this right here. So can we get us some more donuts? We're gonna set this on our sheet over here. We got a sheet right here. We're gonna set these on. And we're gonna set them back in the oven. We want them to rise up a little more than this here. They ain't cut too good. We're gonna see, can we get 2 more out of here? I think so. All right, we got 6 donuts out of that there. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put a cover over it. We're gonna put it back in a warm place. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our donuts have rose. What we finna do now, we finna go ahead and dump them into our grease. We got our grease up to temp. And just come to look at, I got some pretty big donuts here. I should have used a smaller cup. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna just put 2 of them. You might not get able to get but 1 in here. I'm gonna just do 1 at a time. I'm just gonna do 1 at a time. It don't take about 45 seconds for each side. You're just gonna do 1 at a time. I can get 2 of them in now. So now it's brown. You can tell by the center right here. It's getting brown right here. So what we're gonna do, see, can we lift this up a little bit so we can flip it? There we go. There we go. There we go. Let that stay on that side a little too long. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take this one out. We're gonna take this one out and set it on our little sheet right here. That one right there is a little dark there. So now we know not to leave it in that long. So we're gonna go ahead and drop a nut in. Drop a nut in. Just like that there. Don't want to waste no grease on the stove. So what we're gonna do, go ahead and flip that. Go ahead and flip that one. I think our grease is a little too hot. I turned it down some. We're gonna go ahead and put that one in there. We got a little donut holder. We're gonna go ahead and put that in there too. So we turned the grease down some. You go ahead and stick our last one on. All right, we go ahead and turn that off. All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put some glaze on these jokers here. Drop them in our pan here. We're gonna glaze both sides. That's what we're gonna do. Go ahead and glaze both sides. Just like that, there we go. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna break one of these right here. See what we got going on right here. And this how the inside look. And it tastes good. Mmm. Mmm. Yes, sir. Mmm. Think I can use some more icing on it though. I'm gonna let that right there cool out. Then I'm gonna put another coat of icing on it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, enjoyed the video, share it with your friend, leave a comment, and make sure your grease is at the right temperature. Mine cooked a little too fast, but they still done on the inside and everything. That's what I like. They cooked a little too fast. Other than that, though, everybody have a wonderful, blessed day. Peace.